I'm Kathleen Smith, and I'm here with Kent Webb, who is the Bowen Center Spring Conference Chair and also the head of our Learning and Development programs to talk a little bit about this year's Spring Conference in April. So, what do folks need to know, Kent? This is an exciting conference. What should they know from the jump?
Well, I'm really excited as well, Kathleen, about the Bowen Center sponsoring this conference on sexual diversity in the human family from a Bowen theory perspective. You know, I've been working on this topic for 25 years. Dr. Bowen used to talk about pick a research topic and go for it, study it, and that's the best way to learn and think theory. And I think it's really time. The Bowen Center seems to agree that it's time to address the phenomenon of sexual diversity as a natural and normal variation of sexual identity expression that can serve an evolutionary benefit. My belief is that Bowen theory has been a theory that has viewed sexuality and identity primarily from a heteronormative perspective. So this conference is really an opportunity to broaden that lens, look at diversity, the LGBTQI community, as just being part of normal society and a normal variation of sexual identity.
Yeah, well, thanks. Do you want to talk a little bit more? I know this has been quite an effort for you over the years and also leading up to this conference. What might people be interested in knowing in your efforts?
Well, you know, I started my journey in 2000, and I was looking for evidence that would suggest that sexual diversity is a part of evolution, which luckily I was directed by Ms. Victoria Harrison to Dr. Joan Refgarden's book on evolution's rainbow. And that really guided my work for a number of years. I'm really excited that she's going to be the featured guest scientist speaker this year. She's an American ecologist and evolutionary biologist. She's emeritus professor at Stanford, and human sexual diversity has been a primary research topic for her for a large segment of her career.
That's great. I know some people are probably going to want to have a little syllabus from themselves and do some do some of the reading about her work so they can come prepared to the conference. Do you want to say anything else about the conference itself? Or I know you're going to be talking more about your work in the clinical conference on the day before, right? That's the April the 24th. What else would you add?
You know, there will be numerous presentations by other Bowen theory theorists who have looked at, applied, lived sexual diversity in their own life or in the life of their family. And they will be presenting on the topic. Dr. Refgarden has also been working at putting together a documentary it's called Second Nature. And parts of that documentary, which has not been released to the public, will be shown at the conference,
Oh, cool.
in part, not in full. So that should be pretty exciting. And the producer will be interacting with Dr. Refgarden some about what went into the production of that documentary. So on the clinical conference that precedes Thursday, that precedes the conference on Friday, I will be the faculty member doing the clinical conference, and will be identifying a couple of clinical cases in which the individuals will be illustrating their process of developing a gay identity and how that's played out in their life and in their family life.
That's fantastic. So folks need to set aside maybe all 3 days
That would be
to
good.
come in person and learn or join us online.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Kent, for all this information, and we'll look forward to seeing Dr. Ufgarden and you and others at the spring conference. So thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for people to come in person as well as online. There are advantages to both. So we're looking forward to a robust attendance at the conference.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you, Kathleen.